Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I'm going to talk about 5 people that narcissists absolutely hate the most. Okay. And narcissists, they pick and choose who they want to be around, who they like, and they treat people they like a lot better than people that they can't stand. So I'm going to get into the 5 types of people that narcissists absolutely can't stand. Number 1, they hate the sick, the weak, and the vulnerable, okay? Narcissists have no patience. They don't want to be burdened. They don't want to be inconvenienced with people that have any kind of ailments or people that have any kind of problems. They have no patience. They have no empathy. So the first class of people that narcissists absolutely can't stand to be around is the sick, the weak, and the vulnerable, okay? They just don't want to be around anybody that's like depressing to them, all right? They don't want to deal with it. So a lot of times they make excuses to not be around somebody who's, let's say sick or weak. Let's say, God forbid you ended up with a serious illness like cancer or something like that. That narcissist does not want to be around you. They have no heart whatsoever. So they absolutely hate being around sick people, and they hate being around vulnerable people, okay? People that are going through something, maybe a single parent who's, has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. Although narcissists love to use single parents because they know that they're vulnerable, deep down, they hate them, okay? They have no respect for them. So let's move along to the next class of people that narcissists absolutely hate. The truth teller. Nobody hates the truth teller more than a lying narcissist, okay? Why do they hate the truth teller so much? Because the truth teller is a threat. The truth teller is the one that's going to expose the narcissist. The truth teller is the one that does not go along for the ride. They're not the person that's going to cover up for the narcissist. They're not the one that's going to, back up the narcissist. So narcissists, they absolutely hate people that speak the truth because, it's calling them out for every manipulative, toxic thing that they do. So they're going to be completely threatened by a truth teller. So what are they going to do to that truth teller? They're going to scapegoat them. That's what they're going to do. They're going to rip them up. They're going to scapegoat them, and they're going to get everybody else to hate the truth teller. You see this happen in families all the time. The one person in the family that speaks the truth and doesn't go along for the ride, that's the one that becomes the scapegoat, okay? And it's the scapegoat a lot of times is the truth teller. It's the one that's telling everybody else that what they're doing is wrong or pointing out that they're liars. And they can't handle it. They can't handle it. So they're going to scapegoat them. So narcissists absolutely hate truth tellers, and they will character assassinate them. They will use the mental card and say they have mental issues so that nobody believes them. This is their tactic. When they're dealing with the truth teller, they love the mental card. They love to call the truth teller something. They love to say, oh, they have bipolar. Oh, they have mental issues. Oh, there's something wrong with them. This way, nobody believes anything that comes out of their mouths. All right. What's the next classification of people that narcissists absolutely can't handle? Well, they can't handle anybody who challenges them, okay? They can't handle anybody that wants to take them on toe to toe, all right? And occasionally a narcissist will come across somebody who's not going to put up with their nonsense, and they absolutely hate them. And again, the next tactic that they'll do is they'll do one of 2 things. They'll either avoid that person, all right? They're not going to want to be around somebody that challenges them, Or again, they're going to character assassinate them, or they're going to call them angry. Why are they always fighting with them? Narcissists always love to flip the script. So anytime you challenge the narcissist, the first thing they're going to say is, oh, you're such an angry person. Look how you're getting, okay? This is part of like that reactive abuse. They sit there, they lie to you, they gaslight you. And when you don't believe it and you challenge them and you call them out on it, what's the first thing they're going to call you? Oh, look at you. Look at how you're getting. You have anger issues. Oh, I really think you need to go talk to a therapist. There's something wrong with you. Okay. But they're not, they're the ones that caused that emotional reaction in you because of the mind games that they played. They treated you like a jerk. They blatantly lie to you, gaslight you, confuse you. And when you call them out on it, all of a sudden you're this angry, mentally unstable person. This is what narcissists love to do. But they hate anybody that challenges them, okay? They absolutely, absolutely hate anybody that challenges them. And they will try to, they'll persecute somebody like that. They will go after somebody like that. They will gang up with other people against somebody that challenges them, all right? Moving along to the people that narcissists absolutely hate. They hate people that get attention, okay? They hate popular people. Although they, may want to emulate them, and a lot of times they mirror them, they copy the way they dress and everything like that, because they're extremely, extremely jealous of these people. They're extremely jealous of people that get a lot of attention from others, all right? For instance, if you're somebody that, posts on social media, you get a lot of attention. People are always praising you in your pictures or anything like that. That will irritate the shit out of the narcissist. They're going to absolutely hate you if other people are giving you attention and praising you, all right? So narcissists absolutely hate when others get attention. All eyes have to be on the narcissist, all right? So that's why a lot of times they will devalue these people. They will say things to them like, oh, they're going to project. This is what they're going to do. They're going to project and say, oh, look at you. You need so much attention. You need so much attention, right? Let's say you dress well, or, something like that. If you dress well, they're going to tell you, you're out to meet somebody or something like that. Or you always need attention. No, you're just dressing well and taking pride in your appearance. You're not the narcissist that's out, trying to, gather up supply and attract supply. You just take pride in your, how you look. But the narcissist is they're gonna, prosecute you to the point of like making you feel guilty for your self-care, making you feel guilty if other people give you a compliment, all right? So they're going to totally like poo-poo all that. They're going to hate the attention that you get. Narcissists hate when you get a lot of attention. They also hate when you're popular. So when you have a lot of friends, what's the narcissist going to do? They're going to try to throw a monkey wrench in that and get you to the point where you hate these people so that you're alone and isolated. They don't want you to have a lot of friends. They want you to be dependent on them. They're going to tell you that the friends you have are really not your friends. Oh, why you talk to her? Oh, she's a loser. Oh, he's horrible. Oh, they're not really there for you. They're jealous. They're jealous of your popularity or your connections to other people. So narcissists hate when you're a person and you're popular, you have people that like you. They want to tear you down. They want to tear you down. They want to tear down your self-esteem. So that brings me to my next type of person that narcissists absolutely hate. They hate self-confident people. They hate people that know their worth. They hate people that take pride in themselves and, are not people that easily falter when somebody insults them. They know who the fuck they are, and it doesn't matter what comes out of that narcissist's mouth. The narcissist knows they're not about to tear them down. And that's exactly what I'm trying to convey to you guys with all of my podcasts. I'm trying to make you realize your worth. You are more valuable than you give yourself credit for. But because you dealt with a toxic narcissist that broke you down in every way, all right, made you feel like you're less than, you lost your self-confidence. Okay, you lost your self-confidence. And when you lose your self-confidence, you become anxious, you become depressed, and you fall into this black hole of a pit. All right, all because this toxic narcissist made you feel less than. And you've got to get your power back and realize who the fuck you are, okay? That you didn't do anything wrong. You're not an evil person. You weren't out to hurt anybody. You were a good person with a good heart, loyal, okay? And your intent was good, all right? You had good intent when you got with that narcissist, but the narcissist had malintent, all right? But you've got to keep your perspective here, and you've got to say to yourself, you know what? I am a good person. I didn't do anything wrong. I went in with an open heart. I really tried in every which way I can. You know, it's not my fault that the narcissist is never happy, never satisfied, or that they feel that they have to lie because they're insecure and they have to do underhanded things to validate themselves. That's not my fault, all right? But I'm not going to let you put me down and make me think that I'm the problem, because I'm focused now, all right? I'm focused. I have the clarity. I see the mind game. And once you see the mind game, there is nothing that narcissist can do to you. Listen to me when I tell you this, you guys, all right? Because I'm living proof of this. I'm living proof of this. I have been scapegoated. I have been, I've dealt with a passive aggressive covert narcissist for over 13 years, where I was in a fog. I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was just a communication problem that all couples have. It wasn't until I got out, I got educated, and I said, this is exactly what I went through. And this is exactly like the other people that I see in my family, how they handle conflict, how they fight, what their mind games are, how they guilt trip, how they blame shift, how they triangulate, okay? How they never take accountability, all of this. And once you recognize these games, you say to yourself, you know what? The problem wasn't me. The problem was I was dealing with a narcissist who was trying to make me feel like I was the problem, okay? So once you come into your own and you get your power and you know who the fuck you are, and that narcissist tries to criticize you, judge you, put you down, you're not going to take it. Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to take it. Once you have your power, you're not going to take it. You're going to be somebody who challenges that narcissist and not going to take that shit, or you're just not going to deal with them at all. That's even better, to just walk away. But you're not going to take somebody who's going to disrespect you. Not today, Satan. It's not going to happen. You're not going to put me down the way you did in the past. You're not going to criticize me. You're not going to tell me that I have mental issues. There's nothing wrong with my mind, Satan, okay? Not today, Satan. All right. And that, my friends, is going to be a person that the narcissist hates, because now they know they have their power. They can't change them. They can't manipulate them. And that person could be a very dangerous person. Understand this, all right? When you come into your power and you could see right through that narcissist, you become a dangerous person, and the narcissist knows it. And that's why the narcissist is going to hate you. And when they know that they can't break you down and they can't control you, and you've gotten your power, all right, that's when the narcissist is going to fear. All right. And that's when they're not going to want to be around you. They may try to smear you and everything like that, but they're going to fear you because they know that you know what they are, and you know your own self-worth, is not going to be broken down. They can't break it down anymore, because you know that the problem is not you. All right. You have your power back. You are going to be a person that the narcissist absolutely hates, because they have no power and control over you. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to convey in all of my podcasts, to make people realize that if you had a pure heart and you had good intent, then the problem wasn't you. Okay. And you need to value yourself and respect yourself and say, not today, Satan. I will never, ever let anybody treat me the way I've been treated in the past. That will never happen again. Never. All right. So moving along to the 5 people that narcissists absolutely hate. So I've talked about it, you guys. They hate the sick. They hate the weak. They hate the vulnerable. They like the vulnerable because they can manipulate them, but basically they have no respect for the vulnerable. They hate the truth teller because the truth teller will expose them. They hate anybody who will challenge them and call them out for their toxic behaviors. That's why narcissists love to stick with other narcissists that back them up, or they love flying monkeys that are afraid of them. That they love, okay? Narcissists love to instill fear into people so that nobody opens their mouths, all right? You see this in politics all the time. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid, okay? So this is how narcissists control with fear. And they also fear people that get more attention than them. They're a threat. People that get praised or are popular, they're a threat. Now, moving along to the other people that narcissists hate. They hate poor people, obviously, okay? Why do they hate poor people? Because poor people can't do anything for them. So they have nothing for a poor person. They just don't want to be around poor people because to them, a poor person is a loser. They don't have heart for people that may become poor because they got sick, they lost their job or something they don't care, okay? They don't care. They'll leave you for dead. So narcissists basically hate poor people because poor people can't do anything for them, all right? And poor people may look for their help and they don't want to help anybody, all right? Everybody's got to help the narcissist. They don't want to help, the needy, the unfortunate, the sick, the weak, the vulnerable. They disdain these people. They have no heart for them, all right? They also hate old people. They hate old people because they don't look good, all right, compared to a young person. They always have to make nasty remarks about anybody that's older, all right? That's the narcissist. And meanwhile, the joke of it is a lot of them are not even young. A lot of them are not even young, and yet they poke at people their own age. All right. They poke at people their own age, call them names, old comments and everything like that. Because narcissists, they like things that look good. They like, people that look good. They like young people that they can manipulate. Young people that, don't have a lot of years experience, don't have a lot of wisdom, people they can manipulate, people that look physically good to them, good to the eye. That's all they value in a person. Like I said in my other podcast, they value somebody that looks good and somebody who has money. So somebody who doesn't look good, the average Joe, all right, or the average person, they couldn't care less about that person unless that person has a fat wallet of money, okay? So they're not going to want to be around people that are average people unless those people do something for them. So they're going to hate the poor people. They're going to hate old people. All right. Ooh, I don't want to be around an old person. Oh, and they love to make jokes about anybody, who's, over 40. They love to put people down. Even though they're over 40, they're still going to make fun of the people their own age. All right. Because of their insecurities, because the narcissist is afraid of getting old. So narcissists are afraid of getting old and they don't want to be around people their own age or older. They just don't want to be around these people because it's a reminder that they're getting old and they hate that. They want to think of themselves as young. That's why they love to hang out with young people so they can think themselves that they themselves are young. All right. And what does that do? That puts in their head like they're wanted. Everybody, they want to think of themselves as young, even though they're not young, okay? And this is why they hang out with young people all the time, so that they could feel and think of themselves in their distorted minds that they're a young person, all right? So these are all the people that narcissists just can't stand and they absolutely hate. All right. They hate people with self-confidence. They hate the weak. They hate the vulnerable. They hate the sick. They hate the poor. They hate the old. They hate the confident. They hate the people that challenge them. These are all the people that narcissists hate. All right. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio. I am really almost booked up. It's been a really busy month, you guys, all right? Because I have this other project that I'm trying to do, all right? So check out the link at the bio, book ahead, askgaz.wixsite.com/gameexposed. TikTok is The Game Exposed, and YouTube is The Game Exposed Podcast. Instagram is The Game EXP 123, and for now, TikTok is The Game EXP 777. And have a great day, you guys.